What up, guys? Carolina Jackpot coming at you Saturday afternoon, about 15 to 6, and watching some college football right now. A lot of decent games right now that are actually at halftime. Iowa versus Wisconsin is at halftime, and what people were calling was going to be the game of the century. I'm sorry, the game of the century is not this one. LSU is currently beating the you-know-what out of Alabama in Tuscaloosa, 33-13 at halftime. Alabama got a punt return for a touchdown. Whoop, whoop. We know what kind of momentum that can give you, right? Well, didn't give them a lot in this one. And I'm telling you, Joe Burrow is going off. LSU looks good. Their defense looks good in this game. Alabama just looks lost. And, it's the second half. There's a lot of football left to be played. But let's just get real. Alabama not coming back. They're not winning this ball game. They're down by 20 points right now. LSU has done come too far, and they're not going to let up. They are not going to let up. Alabama might come back somewhat in this game, but LSU is going to win this game. And Tuesday, it's going to be a huge debate whether them or Ohio State's going to be ranked number one in the country. I picked Maryland to actually cover the spread today against Ohio State because I thought all that drama surrounding that player up there, Chase Young, would take away from him. Turns out, guess what? Carolina Jackpot was wrong, believe it or not. I was wrong on one of my picks. Ohio State just beat the brakes off their ass. It was 73-14. They covered the spread and then some. I mean, these teams that are elite are really, really emerging. And I hate to say it, but I thought in the summer and before the season started that Georgia Bulldogs may have a chance to make the college football playoff. It's not happening. It is not happening. These two right here are the cream of the crop in the SEC this year. They just are. They just are. I mean, they are a notch above everybody else. And if I piss some people off by saying that, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They have elevated their games to another level today. I mean, LSU their game has just skyrocketed today. I cannot believe how much better this team has gotten from last year to this year. Talking about teams getting better, today we saw my pick, Penn State, a team that I'm going to go ahead and tell you is kind of one of my adopted teams. I mean, the South Carolina Gamecocks are always going to be my team, but Penn State is kind of like my adopted team because for the past 3 years I have taken vacation in Pennsylvania. I love the state, I love the area, and want to move there someday, sooner, hopefully, not later. I just like it there. I mean, people will say, why you want to go up there? It's cold. And because I want to. I don't have to tell you why. But that's kind of my adopted team, and they absolutely shit the bed today, losing to another undefeated team, Minnesota. I didn't think Minnesota was that good. They had they had won some games that were too close for comfort against just average competition to start the season off. So I thought, some of that stuff might come to fruit in this game and that Penn State may be able to dominate them. Penn State tried to make a rally late, but it just wasn't enough. They couldn't do it. It was not enough, and Minnesota won that game. Hats off to them. And in my opinion, Minnesota should be ranked for the college football playoff. I mean, they got an impressive resume. I mean, they beat, a top 10 team, top 5 team now. Clemson fan, though, I mean, we'll probably hear them crying on Tuesday if Minnesota gets ranked above them. But, it is what it is. I mean, I like the Minnesota story. I like what's going on there. I mean, they've got some talented players, and none of them are elite. They're talented. They're playing for a coach that truly cares about them and is passionate and truly cares about what's going on there. They went out and got P.J. Fleck from Western Michigan. Was P.J. Fleck a household name? No, he wasn't. But you know what? I mean, they think he's goofy. They think he's rowed the boat saying all this, that, and other's goofy. Yeah, tell the world that that's goofy when he's playing Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game here in a few weeks. Just tell them it's goofy then, because it's probably going to happen. It's going to happen. they went after a young coach, and he's not real young. He's not ultra young. I mean, he's like 40-ish or so. That's young as far as head coaches go, programs, And they did what they had to do. They rolled the dice on him. I mean, and things have worked out. They didn't go after a retread who failed at a university in a state like the University of Florida that's stocked with football talent and, could do nothing but manage an 11-2 season with another guy's players. No, they went out and got their own man. And they built that program. And, I mean, it's doing great there. They really are. When the MAC has a really good coach, I mean, they kind of serve as like a feeder system into like the Big Ten, the Notre Dames, and that type of stuff. It's just kind of like a feeder system there. I mean, the SEC needs to kind of develop a feeder system into their head coaching opportunities from, where it be the Sun Belt or some of the American athletic teams from the kind of the southern end of that stratosphere. They really need to do that instead of, let's go get a retread from, Mississippi State, who's never really won anything, and let's say he's really going to set the world on fire. Hey, how about let's do this? Let's go get somebody from Florida who got fired and see if he can really set the world on fire. That'd be a great idea, wouldn't it? Let's give him about $7-8 million a year. Huh? Yeah, we got money. We got money to burn. Let's just throw them at him. Woo! I'm telling y'all what, guys, I love college football. Gamecocks versus Happy Appy or Crappy Appy, kicking off here in about an hour or so. Oh, this one ought to be something to watch. I'm going to tell you what, it ought to be something to watch. I'll see y'all later. Peace, and I'm out. Go Gamecocks.